Hello, hello, everyone. I'm Donna Nelson, founder of Adopt a Single Mom Project and Adopt a Single Mom for Christmas. This is our 8th year with our Wishes of Love Christmas gift drive, where we get to honor and uplift working single moms who live here in northeastern Pennsylvania with gifts, especially for her at Christmas. I started this initiative in 2017 from my own lived experience as a working single mom, understanding what it is like to be alone on the holidays, to not have a meaningful support system, and to not have presents under the tree to open with my kiddos. It's from my son's own experience saying, "Mom, what did Santa get you?" that after he was off to college inspired me to give back to the community. And I wanted to do something for the women who were in situations like me, who were the single moms, those ones in the middle who didn't have a meaningful support system, maybe didn't qualify for all the subsidies, the Christmas programs or food programs or energy assistance and all of the things, and living paycheck to paycheck, and some weeks not even paycheck to paycheck, always being behind and chasing the next bill, the next paycheck, whatever. So we want to honor and uplift moms during Christmas. It's one of the most difficult times of year, from the time the kids go back to school, between the expenses of school clothes and then all of the holidays that follow, along with getting involved in activities, school programs, extracurricular things, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the heat bill. All of these things create such a burden for single moms that go so unnoticed, especially the ones who are working, because they show up every day, they're getting a paycheck, they got a smile on their face, and no matter what is going on in their lives, they're just making it happen. Yet we see in our organization that they're falling behind because it's so expensive right now. And so while we can't change all of that for them, what we can do is give his mom some recognition so that she knows she is seen, and that we are here as a community recognizing all the hard work that single moms who are out there working every day or putting themselves back through school, just making shit happen to make a better life for themselves and for their children. So with this gift drive this year, in our 8th year, we want to be able to gift 800 moms across northeastern Pennsylvania. So if you're listening to this and you're a single mom who works, or maybe you're in school full time, I want you to know you get to nominate yourself. It's super easy. You can go right to our website, adoptasinglemom.org/Christmas, and fill out the form. We don't need any paperwork. Nobody has to sign off on your behalf. There's no income guidelines, none of that hoopla that all these other agencies require just to get the help that you should already have anyway. So it's our hope that this small contribution will just express to these moms that they're not forgotten, that they are valued, and that we're here to support them. So it's a small thing that we can do. And in the last 7 years, we've gifted nearly 1,000 single moms across 7 counties. So if you know a single mom, or you are one, and you live in Luzerne, Lackawanna, Wyoming, Wayne, Susquehanna, Pike, or Monroe counties, please go fill out our application. In fact, who's on this live with me? Let me just see if there's somebody that I know. Please say hi so I can see who is here. I need somebody to do me a favor. Amber, I see you. Hi. Could you go to our website, adoptasinglemom.org, tap on the Christmas link, and then just grab that URL and just drop it in the comments. That way, I know I keep saying it, but it's hard to remember it. And I don't know how to do it from my live. Or anybody could do that for me, actually. All right. So tonight, let me tell you what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be sharing single mom stories. These are women who have been nominated to receive gifts through our program. And they may have nominated themselves, or someone else may have nominated them. So moms, go nominate yourself. Don't wait for someone else to do it. It may never happen. You already know this. And if you know a single mom who works that lives in one of those 7 counties I mentioned, please nominate her. Don't worry about getting her permission. We keep the person who nominates secret. So you could tell her yourself. We reach out to her with a phone call to schedule delivery if we have enough funds and she meets the criteria for our initiative. So I'm going to be answering some questions. I got a few questions today coming through, so I'll make sure that I'm going to answer them when I'm done reading the stories. So the reason we read these single mom stories, one, because they give us permission to, but that's not really the reason, is because we want the community to know what it's like in the real life situations of single moms. Brandy, thank you so much for grabbing that link and dropping it. I appreciate you. Let me just say hi to everybody right now. Hello, Donna Lee. Hi, Keisha. Brandy, again, Tara, and Amani. Hello. Thank you for being here again, everyone. So great to have you here. I appreciate you. So we want the community to know what it's like in real life scenarios of living as a single mom here in northeastern Pennsylvania. So we know that it's important to know what it's like in their situation so that the community can support what we're doing and understands why we're advocating for single moms. Because all of you single moms that are watching this right now, you know, people think because you're working that things must be okay. They think it must be okay financially, especially your employer, right? Because they think they pay you enough, I'm sure. And because you show up with a smile on your face and you're the team player and you're the one that gets all the shit done and all of the things, and you're volunteering in the community and you're making sure your kids are, taken care of and in activities as well. Nobody knows. But you know who knows? We know. And that's why we have a membership club, because we know that when we can gather, when we know that we have a community of other women around us that get it, it makes it easier for us. When we have someone that we can reach out to, when the struggle bus is like for real, it makes it easier for us. So, and we'll share more about that with you another time, because we want to focus on the Christmas gift drive and making sure that you all get gifts this Christmas. So we share the stories so the community can see the diversity and the complexities of single mom life and why it is so important that we have this unique program like Adopt a Single Mom Project that supports single moms year-round to help uplift them and provide them with the resources and helping to navigate single mom life like only a single mom knows and understands. So that's the first reason that we share the stories. The second is because I know as a single mom myself, and I've heard from so many of you as well, that we just love hearing the stories from other women. It makes us feel so not alone. It helps us understand that we're not the only one. It allows us to empathize and support the other moms, another mom who is going through something harder than we are. And the third reason is because we know that it's cathartic getting to share your story and even hear your story fed back to you. When we read these stories and some of the moms that have given us permission to share them, hear their story fed back to them, there's something that is literally like healing about it. And when we get to hear it fed back to us, we get to have a little more grace with ourselves when we hear wow, I wrote that and it felt good to get it out. But now that somebody else is reading it back to me, I need to have a little more grace on myself. I need to go a little bit lighter. And that's what I hope you all get out of it when you hear the single mom stories as well, is give yourself a little more grace. I have people tell me all the time, I'm so hard on myself because I just can't get it all done. Or, I see so-and-so, or, it looks easy for everybody else, or I just can't get it together. And, it's just one thing after another. And you know what? Sometimes it is just legit one thing after another, to no fault of our own. Like sometimes shit just happens and then it happens again. And then, there's something else. And, we have to work on ourselves constantly to hold it together, to keep one foot moving forward. So tonight I'm reading these 3 single mom stories. I have 4, but I'm going to read 3. And if we have time and you want to hear one more, I'll read one more. And then I'm going to answer some of the questions that came in today. I'll do that at the end. But for now, if you're wondering, how can I get involved and help? There's really 3 ways that you can make a big difference in the lives of single moms this Christmas. And the first, I have already said over and over, please nominate a single mom so that we have the opportunity to connect with her, gift her this Christmas. And even if she doesn't get nominated, or because we don't have enough funds to get to where she is on the list, she's now going to be part of our community and get invited to events, and we'll be able to help resource her throughout the year. The second way is volunteering. Please come. Even if you have only a couple of hours from the 1st of December to Christmas, please come. It will be such a joyous experience. You will have fun. You will know that you're making a positive difference for someone this Christmas. So we have lots of single moms. Honestly, it's single moms who help the most with our Christmas gift drive. If it wasn't for our club members and other single moms coming from the community to help with wrapping and shopping and delivering the gifts, it would not happen. So the women who have the least amount of time with all the things that they have to do in their life, they still come out to give back to another mama. And I just love it. So, but you can volunteer with us. We have 3 primary roles, as I just mentioned. All of the festivities start December 1st, which is our first day of shopping. So if that's your thing, come out and shop with us. We shop at both Boscov's in Wilkes-Barre and Boscov's in Scranton. We have a whole schedule already laid out for that. And then we are wrapping those presents, which we do only at the Boscov's in Wilkes-Barre. We have a special space that's secured for us at that store, and you can come and wrap with us. We start that somewhere around the 3rd or 4th or 5th of December. I don't know. Just sign up to volunteer. We'll let you know. And then the 3rd is delivering these gifts. We hand deliver them to each mom. So our volunteers will call the mom and say, hey, you've been nominated. We have a package for you, and schedule it around the mom's schedule. So whether that's dropping it off at work, I think one of the moms I'm reading tonight is somebody that we gifted in the past. And I was like, oh, I think I delivered to her work last year. So we'll deliver it at her work. We'll meet in the gas station parking lot on the way home from work, or drop them off at the house whenever it is the best time. Weekends, evenings, daytime, whatever. We do not want to inconvenience the moms that we are working to make life easier and support. So those are the 3 things. And you can, actually the link now, thanks to Brandy, is in the comments, and you can go right to adoptasinglemom.org/Christmas, and then just tap on the volunteer thing, and it'll take you right to the form. It's pretty simple. You'll just choose, where you kind of want to help out, and then we'll get this schedule and all the other details to you as we get closer to December 1st. But if you want to volunteer with us, you just have to sign up before November 30th, because it closes then, so we can get everyone organized. All right. So that's one way that you can get involved, is by volunteering. The other is by making a donation. So we raise $100 for each mom. Half of that, if you haven't figured out yet, with what I've already said about volunteering, we shop at Boscov's. So we take half of that money, shop at Boscov's. We want the mom to have 4 to 6 presents to open. And our shoppers are absolutely amazing, picking the most lovely things. And then, and then the other half, I'm like, where was I? The other half of the $100, the moms this year are getting a $50 Walmart gift card to do whatever she needs or wants for herself or her family. So by making a donation of any amount, it will go to the next mom on the list. So I'm going to answer one of the questions now that I saw someone ask earlier. Do the moms get picked in the order that they submitted their nomination? The answer is yes. So we're already up to 30 something of the ones that I'm reading based on who's already been fully funded. I think we are, I actually didn't even double check. I think we're fully funded up to 32 or 34, maybe 35 right now. So the first 35 moms that were nominated that also qualified, meaning met our criteria of, being single, children under 21, our dependents living in the household, and she's working or in school full time. And what else am I missing? I think that there's not a whole lot of criteria. And living in one of the 7 counties that we represent, which are Luzerne, Lackawanna, Wyoming, Wayne, Susquehanna, Pike, or Monroe. So that's pretty much the criteria. So, things that might get somebody bumped off the list, even if they have that criteria, if they don't have a valid email or a phone number. So I do want to say that I've been getting some notifications that emails are bouncing back. I don't know how many we've had so far because we haven't had time to actually sort them out, but we will get to that. And if you nominated someone or yourself and you did not get an email confirmation, check your spam before you reach out to us. And if you do not see the confirmation of your nomination in your email, then it might be because there was something up with your email that it bounced. So just go nominate yourself again. We won't be able to, so DMing us and asking, did we receive your nomination? We're not going to be able to answer it because there's just too much going on the back end to manage everything. So if in doubt, nominate yourself again and double check your phone number, double check your email to make sure that they're exact, and then you'll have no issues. All right. All right. Where was I? Okay, so donating. I was like, what was I doing? Ways you can help. Okay, so by making a donation, and you could donate any amount. So $5, $10, $500, whatever it is. The hunt for when we get to that next 100, that will go to the next mom on the list. So we start this Christmas gift drive with $0, and we start fundraising when we kick off. And as much funds as we raise is how many moms will be gifted. And that's why sharing out these videos, sharing out, talking about it at work, talking about it in your circles, taking our donation or our volunteer links from our page and sharing them on your timeline or tagging a friend is super helpful to helping us spread the word to reach people that we wouldn't normally be able to reach because they don't know about us and we don't know them. So please share out one of these videos. I know they get long, but people will listen. And if they don't, they'll just be curious and maybe follow the link to our page to learn more about it. So that's a simple, free, easy thing that anybody could do. And then, so that was actually the third thing. You could come volunteer. You can nominate a mom. or you can make a donation. So those are the big ways that you could help spread the word to make our Christmas gift drive successful so that we can gift 300 moms this year. So our goal, our financial goal, is to raise $30,000, and we're just a little over 10% of the way. So you can donate until December 17th, and we're taking nominations until December 14th. But if you want to volunteer, you must sign up before November 30th because it closes then. So again, there's a link in the thread here where you can go to our website, adoptasinglemom.org/Christmas, and tap on volunteer or donate or nominate. All of those are open options right now. Okay, so let's read some stories. All right, let me just say one more thing about the stories. So I have 3 stories that I'm going to read. These are women who've been nominated by someone in the community or themselves, have given us permission to share their stories. So if you were nominated and you were like at the top of the list, like the first day that we opened, and you never heard your story, because the donations came in and we just skipped through them, but you've been funded, or maybe someone said no, you can't share their story. So, all right. And we won't be able to read everybody's stories because we're going to get, I can only read 3 or 4 a day, right? So we're only doing this for another 30 days or 40 some days. We should do a countdown. Okay, so I'll put my little disclaimer in that I've been putting in every night, and that is if you are sensitive to hearing hardships, challenges of women and children, and that maybe you just don't have the mental or emotional capacity where you're at right now to hear difficult situations, then don't listen to our single mom stories. The moms who have given us permission to read their stories, we're reading what they've shared with us. And as I said earlier, single mom life is complex. And sometimes the way we became single moms is through some traumatic experiences. And sometimes the stuff that's going on right now is traumatic. So whatever the moms have shared, we're sharing that because it's helpful for all of us to understand this. But we also want you to do what you need to take care of you so that we don't cause any emotional difficulty for you either. So just being mindful to that. All right. So here's Lori's story. I remember this mama because we gifted her last year. And she said, so someone nominated her. So here's what they had to say about Lori. She's a Lackawanna County mom who works full-time. Lori is a single mother of 4 children, 2 younger and 2 older. She provides for all 4 by herself since day 1 of each of their lives. She works 2 full-time jobs and still spends every extra moment with her children possible. She is beyond helpful to others in need and is selfless. She is always there to help others when they are in need and never complains. She always has nice things to say of others. She is always joining herself and children in community events and always donates to great causes when she can. She's very family oriented. I nominated her because she is beyond deserving of it, and she is always going above and beyond for her children and the community. She always remains positive and never complains and always looks for the positive in situations and in people. She tends to others before herself. She is an overall amazing woman who has great morals and values. Thank you for considering Lori for this project. Isn't that beautiful? Gosh, if we all had someone who thought that highly of us, not just to put the effort into like nominating us, which is super sweet, but just like seeing seeing us in that light. We all need somebody to feed that kind of through somebody else's eyes back to us. So that's really great. So let's give some high fives and kudos to Lori. So Lori is not funded. So we need $100 to fully fund Lori. And I just had to share because I was so, I could literally like feel her energy when I read a message that she sent to us last year after she got her gifts. And I just wanted to share it with you because I know the women who we gift at Christmas, I know they appreciate it. I know their kids get excited about it. But the community doesn't know. So I want you to know that they appreciate it and to what degree. It's just amazing. So last year, Lori said, I just wanted to say thank you so very much. So very generous and thoughtful. It was absolutely amazing opening gifts with the children. I had the best Christmas ever. We hope Santa was very good to you all this year. You all definitely deserve it. And thank you to all the volunteers this Christmas. Thank you, Lori. That's just so sweet. It means so much to us to hear that, experience, that it was such a positive experience for you. Especially to hear it was the best Christmas ever. So it just takes so little to make such a positive difference in the lives of people, doesn't it? Let me say hi. Hi, Bree. You're amazing. The passion you have when reading the letters. Oh, thank you. Rainy, hi. Thank you for doing this. It means a lot to us single moms. Oh, you're welcome. My gosh, it's my pleasure. It just literally the highlight of my year. Hi, Susan, my dear friend. All right, please say hi so I can say hi to you. Okay. One more story. So this is Emily. So I said I was reading Lori and Emily. Oh my God, my papers keep falling. Lori, Emily, and Naomi are the stories. Okay, so here's Emily. She nominated herself, yay, a Luzerne County mom, working part-time. All right, and here is her story. Emily says, I'm a part-time worker at FedEx. I've been with the company for 3 years. I work early mornings. I take care of my 2 boys by myself. They are 5 and 7. Right now, things are hard. I'm currently struggling due to missing work to take care of my boys when they are sick, have doctor's appointments. And even missing work when I'm sick. Real world single mom challenges right here. Sometimes I don't have a babysitter for the kids, so I have to call out, and sometimes I don't have anyone to bring them to school in the morning. Things are very tough right now. My oldest son's father passed away when he was a baby, and my youngest son's father doesn't really want anything to do with him. So things have been very hard these past few months, trying to keep up with bills and everything else when I miss work or I have to leave early. Being a single mom is very hard. Yes, Emily, it is. Especially when you have littles. And I promise it gets easier when they can come home from school and let themselves in and get their own snack and not have to rely on a babysitter. And yeah, we hear these stories all the time, which is why as a country, we need to do something about the child care crisis. Women with children, because it's not just biological moms like Emily, it's grandmothers raising children, it's foster parents, it's adoptive parents, like it's affecting everybody. We have a country of 2 income households, both parents working, up in arms that they can't afford childcare, that they can't get childcare. Imagine what it's like being a single mom when your income is constantly being compromised because your kids need you, because you're the only parent to get them when they're sick or when there's an issue at school. I mean, when school is shut down over Christmas and over the summer, do you know how hard that is for moms that have to work and figure out childcare and spending most of their paycheck on childcare? No wonder they get behind on their bills. I know, I did too. It's terrible. You feel like you're just like never going to get ahead, and the emotional and mental drain is beyond comprehension. Like, you just, unless you've lived it, you just don't even know what that's like. So let's send some hugs to Emily and see if we can lift her up, just encourage her a little bit, give a shout out to her in the comments, send her a heart or a hug or something. Just in case she comes back and watches this video, we want her to know that we do see her, and we want her to have gifts this Christmas. She needs to be fully funded, so we need $100 to fully fund Emily. So if you want to make a donation of any amount to help support, sponsor her, or where's the other name that I already found? Oh, Lori. That would be amazing. And you can do that either by scrolling and finding the link in this video, or going to adoptasinglemom.org/Christmas and tapping on donate. So, okay, so here is the third story for tonight. As I promised, this is Naomi, a Lackawanna County mom who is in school and working. I did this. It is hard. And so many of you moms that I've seen that have been nominated this year are in school and working and raising your children. And you're just amazing, because that is not easy at all. None of it is easy to begin with, but when you are then not really getting any sleep because you have to study and meet those hard deadlines with classes, oh Lord, I look back and think, how did I ever do that? Because I can't imagine doing it again. I'll tell you that. So, okay, here is Naomi's story. She has 3 kiddos, 10, 12, 6. So she says, I'm 30 years old. I live in Scranton. I'd like to say, God bless all those that submit their letters and those who are chosen. I pray to God that maybe I get chosen also. If not, God bless all that do. I'm profoundly grateful for the opportunity to be considered for the Adopt a Single Mom Christmas program. As a single mom navigating an incredibly challenging domestic situation, this blessing would bring immense joy and relief and hope to my family. Despite these difficulties, I'm determined to create a better life for my children. I balance work and school, striving tirelessly to provide them with accessibility to essential resources, educational opportunities, and a brighter future. Your organization's kindness and generosity and support would significantly alleviate some burdens, bringing happiness and cheer to our holiday season. This gift would help bridge gaps in our essential needs and create lasting memories. Thank you sincerely for considering my application and transforming lives. She sounds so amazing, doesn't she? Like, just so positive despite all of those difficulties. And all you mamas know that have gone through all the domestic stuff, right? Struggling through divorce, child support, supervisions, the whole thing, custody. It's no joke. So a lot of these moms struggle just emotionally, needing a meaningful support system because of all of the things on top of like just living daily life and trying to get through what seems like normal day to day. life for most of us. So I appreciate you all being here. Hello, Lynn. Hi. Thank you for all you do. I also put in an application. Yes, Lynn, I think I saw your application. And I don't remember if it was one that we already did or if it's somewhere further down the line. So I'm glad that you got one in. So thank you everybody for being here. Please share out this video or go to our Facebook page and share out a post on your timeline or tag somebody or grab a link and drop it in their DMs or something to help us spread the word so that we can hit gifting 300 moms this year. If you're hopping on this replay late, I'm Donna Nelson, the founder of Adopt a Single Mom and Adopt a Single Mom for Christmas. This is our 8th annual Christmas gift drive, where our wishes of love are to give 300 single moms who live here in northeastern Pennsylvania, so that she has presents, especially for her under the tree to open with her kiddos this year. And we're so proud to say that in 7 years, we have gifted nearly 1,000 single moms already. So help us get to that 300 this year. You can come volunteer with us. Make a donation of any amount so we can raise $100 for each mom. So our goal is $30,000 this year. And you can do that by going to our website, adoptasinglemom.org/Christmas. And I will be back tomorrow, Sunday at 8 p.m. with more stories from the moms who've been nominated for our Christmas gift drive and more fundraising updates. So good night, everybody. Have a great Saturday night.